can't put a price tag on it, but if you had to ask what the value is, it's an infinite value. And it's something that's been around long before us, and hopefully we can protect it so it's around long after us. I grew up in an area that had open space. And, you know, parcel by parcel, acre by acre, you've seen it sold off for development, and there's been this culture that growth is inevitable. You know, I think what politicians should do locally is get ahead of things, and for their own selfish reasons, go ahead and take that environmental torch and run with it. And, you know, in the long run, people are going to respect you and keep voting in your office, right? It's not just a Democratic issue, it's not a Republican issue, it's an issue that we're all facing, so why not both parties join themselves?
There's a sewer line project proposed for right where we're walking right now.
To me, this hasn't been the most advertised of projects in the area. I haven't seen much in the papers, and I haven't heard much from our elected officials or even candidates about that right now. What is the impact that's going to happen in this road? What's the restoration? Because you're going to be driving big backhoes down here and trench diggers and pipes being laid down and guys stomping through here. I mean, it's not just going to be this, they're going to be cutting into this, and there's people, you know, no one realizes that. With all construction projects, sometimes particularly government ones, is there's always cost overruns and time overruns. So 2 years is the projection, it could go over. So we lose this for 2 years, and it's not going to be just this narrow pathway right here, but they'll be cutting into areas that they're trying to restore, and disruption to this whole area in terms of like traffic. And a project like this needs a staging area. So where's that staging area going to be? We're going to be parking the tractors and the materials at night.
Out here somewhere.
Right. So in other words, like, it's not just this narrow strip. All of Talbert will be affected and essentially closed off for 2 years.
Correct.
You know, some people look at this like it's just a field, just pave it. No. It's a thing of nature, it's a thing of beauty. And if you have environmentalists out here like the late Jan Vandersloot, who could walk with you and say, that's mule fat, that's Encelia. Now what lives there, the gnatcatcher and so on.
Sure could.
If we don't continue to speak up, and not just on the local level, but on the state level and on the federal level as well, you need some bigger voices that say, we've identified projects like Bolsa Chica, Fairview, Talbert, Banning. They're not separate. They're all cohesive as part of the environment. Just on our walk out here, we've seen a couple that was walking, enjoying the open space. You've seen bicyclists walking by. You've seen the environment like birds and different animals out here. And once it's paved over, it's it. It can't be undone. And you have, you know, the marshlands, you've got Banning Ranch, you've got Talbert, and just beyond here, you've got Fairview Park. That's part of a chain of open space that is always under threat.